You use the variable and the fixed
Yeah,
speed? Both?
I found that I like the fixed speed better. It seems to have a little more power.
Right. Applications where the variable would have been
Not
really
for me, really, because I'm like I say, I'm running at full blast the whole time.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I really didn't find the need for the variable speed.
Right, okay. What about the what accessories did you use?
Well, I used, let's see, the flapper disc, that one, I used a bunch.
Okay, now what applications do you use it for?
What I use that mainly for, one, I can use it to grind on shoes with, to clean up horseshoes and do limited grinding on them. I do a lot of glue on shoes, foot, prepare the foot, and then do the same to the shoe, to the foot surface of the shoe, and then around the rim of the shoe. And if there's anywhere I need to, you know, relieve an area or something, I can do it with this. Now, a more aggressive sander would probably work better.
Right. Okay.
But I think this is the 100 grit that I have.
Those are metal shoes or aluminum?
Yeah,
shoes?
aluminum.
Okay.
Primarily aluminum. It's tough to glue a steel shoe and keep it stale and keep going. So I primarily glue the aluminum shoes.
All right. So you're taking the bottom side of the shoe and you're
yes,
sanding it down or grinding it down.
Yeah, just enough. Like a rig. I mean, you can up the surface a little bit.
Okay.
I'm not taking. I can take aluminum off if I want to, but I'm not really trying to do. I'm just trying to clean it up, you know.
And you were talking about what you were doing on the sides.
Yeah, and then I'll also come around the side here, and because when I glue a shoe, I'll not only attach to this surface, but I use this surface as well, and my acrylic will come down on the side just a bit.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, in surgery, it works great. I don't have to run back and forth. I don't have to prepare something prior. I can do it all right there. You know, it makes me a lot more mobile. You know?
Okay.
So I have used the chainsaw, and I've used this a fair amount. And I'm pretty sure that the horse coming in this morning, I used this on. I did a hoof wall resection on the horse, and I'm pretty sure, I don't remember to tell you the truth, but I think I did. I can do a hoof wall resection, a complete hoof wall resection in no time. I mean, it literally cuts
how much time do you think you're saving?
It's hard to say, cause I mean, I can literally do a hoof wall resection in probably 10 minutes. I mean, it
used to take.
It could take you. The longest one I ever did took me 10 hours. I did a draft horse that I had to do a complete resection, and yeah.
So you think 30 minutes or more?
Probably at least 30 minutes a horse, at least. But what I'll do is I'll do the gross debridement with this, so remove the large majority of it with the chainsaw, and then come back. And I've used this one. This one seems to work really good. I don't know what you call it.
It's a carbide.
Yeah.
Just a tungsten carbide disc.
So I've used that one. That's my secondary one. So then I come back and basically clean up what I've done with it, because it's rough. It doesn't leave well. I mean, it leaves a smooth finish, but you can't make it nice and pretty. And so then I'll come back, and I'm also afraid to get too close to live tissue with this.
Okay. So you get rid of all the dead stuff.
Yeah, basically remove all do the gross removal, and then do my little more precise work with that.
Okay.
It's almost completely replaced my Dremel tool. Almost completely. Now there are some applications where I still need the Dremel.
Wow.
Very few. Is like to remove a glue-on shoe. Normally, what we do is we put the foot on the hoof stand and take a file and file off a large portion, the large majority of the acrylic that's on. Because when you glue shoes on, the acrylic comes up the side of the foot. So you'll rasp all that off and then get under the horse and basically pull the shoe off. And some of the horses that we work on, picking the horse's foot up off the ground, these founder horses, a lot of them that I see that we're gluing the shoes to, the less time they have to spend picking their foot up and down and that type of thing is beneficial for them. So that I've done on some of them, and I've done with a flap disc, and I've done with that. Just remove my acrylic and get it to the point where all I have to do is pick it up one time to pull the shoe off. So it's benefited there. It certainly has benefited like that. I've trimmed several horses in surgery, whether upside down on their back or they're laying on their sides, and it's actually more difficult to work on a horse that the foot is right here than it is down here. And that works great. You just go, you know, and no problem.
Right. If you didn't have the Merlin, what would you use?
I would use a pair of nippers,
Yeah.
or I've got two different regular flat bladed nippers, or a pair of half rounded nippers where the blade is rounded, and basically just nip away, and then come in with a Dremel tool and a burr, and start going from there. I would do my grocery section with my nippers, and then the Dremel, and I've done resections that literally taken hours and hours, you know, and it with that it really does.
Right. I mean, so it's going to be a convenience speed type thing. I mean, it's just not take you a long time.
But it still offers you precision. You know,
Yeah,
it's not only speed that you get, which in just a short period of time, using it on a piece of wood or something, or just take it to a foot, you know, and in a short period of time, it does offer you some pretty good precision with it. So.
Okay. So it's a precision, but you can get in this cut just exactly where you want.
Yeah. Once you know, and the way I found myself using it is just like that, like you showed me.
All right.
And really getting in there, and I tell you, with this one, I use it going up more than I use it going like this.
Yeah.
I'll use it and just kind of come up like that, and it just sheds that layer of hoof or that little bit of, and I can see it real well, and it offers me a pretty good going down. I can't see the contact, so I don't have the precision that I do going down. Coming up, man, it's like and I can just.
How many times do you think you used the tool?
More than what I thought I would.
Yeah.
A lot, and I found reasons to use it. And now I will say I've been trying to make myself use it.
Right.
But it's come to the point where it's like I'm not trying to make myself use it. I just grab it and use it. You know?
Okay.
So I did find more uses, you know, like cleaning up the foot and things like that. Things I really didn't expect to be using it for. I honestly expected to be using it trying to trim feet, and I don't see myself using it for that.
Right.
Not that I think with time you could get the precision down just as good as you could with the nippers and rasps, but efficiency wise, I just don't see it being. I mean, I guess you could probably get as efficient as you could with rasp and nippers, but I don't see myself doing it.
Do you think that was because of the way you were trained?
Possibly, yeah, pretty possible. Matter of fact, I'm sure it is. If I learned how to trim a foot for that, it'd be difficult to go the other direction.
So you think you used it on what? 10 horses, 20 horses?
You know, I don't even know, to tell you the truth. I've used it a bunch.
Yeah.
I've used it a lot.
You're finding in your applications and what you do on a daily basis, there's some need for it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like, damn, how did I ever not do? You know, how did I ever do without one of these things?
Yeah.
You know, I really found, like I say, it's not completely replaced my Dremel, but almost completely replaced it.
Yeah.
I mean, it really has, you know, replaced probably 95% of the stuff I've done. I've used that everything from foot preparation to trimming to hoof resections to after putting a shoe on, a glue-on shoe, cleaning the foot up and making everything smooth and making it look halfway decent.
Okay, I can't think of any other questions right offhand. That's got me.